Political party posters greet anyone entering Kumbungu. The Kumbungu constituency is keenly contested by all political parties. This constituency is perceived to be the NDC's stronghold since 1992, except through a by-election in 2013 when a CPP candidate won after the then incumbent Mohammed Mumuni resigned as a member of parliament for the constituency. Historically, the people of Kumbungu have the same lineage. Unlike in some communities where politics has sharply divided people and created disunity, the people of this constituency know that politics should not divide them. The first elections here were in 1992 when an NDC candidate, Alhaji Musa, won the seat as the first member of parliament, and the party has since held on to the seat until 2013 when the then incumbent MP for the constituency, Alhaji Mohammed Mumuni, resigned, leading to a by-election. The NDC lost in that by-election to a CPP candidate, but the party regained the seat in 2016 when it presented Ras Mubarak as its candidate. Although the constituency has a fair political party representation, the contest this year is rather keen between the NDC and the NPP. The NDC has presented Dr. Hamza Adam, a lecturer at the University of Development Studies who doubles as a consultant, as his candidate, whilst the NPP presented Abdul Salam, Abdul Fataw, the current district chief executive for the Kumbungu district, as his candidate. He is a teacher by training and does politics as a hobby. Supporters of the two personalities have tried to vouch for their candidates.
I vote for our candidate DC, Honorable Abdul Salam, Abdul Fataw. He built our schools, a lot of things. And when you come to our district, the hospital, he built a maternity this thing there.
All these constituency people are saying that they want Dr. Hamza to be the member of parliament of our constituency. He's energetic, hardworking, and handsome, and developmental oriented. That's why we want to vote for Dr. Hamza.
A tour around the constituency reveals a serious depletion of amenities, such as lack of schools, broken taps, and bad roads, among others. An occurrence that has thrown the constituents into a despicable level of daily struggle. Access to basic amenities are still far to reach for many here. As the news team moves around the constituency, a chance on the NDC parliamentary candidate meeting people in small assemblies. He tells me due to COVID, the party is currently moving door to door and appealing for votes from the constituents.
Among all the contestants, the people know better. They know that I have been on the ground for some time now. They know that the people vote because of development. They know that I am not an MP or a DC, but I have already been engaged in doing developmental issues for the people. So I have been part of moving developmental issues such as getting borehole for some communities, such as extending water to some of the communities, such as facilitating the educational needs of a lot of people from the community. In terms of getting closer to the people, they know that I am somebody who is a grassroots person. They know that in terms of getting closer to the people, they can easily access me more than any other competitor.
In 1992, the NPP boycotted the parliamentary contest in the Kumbungu constituency, and many things that decision led to the NDC's dominance over the NPP. But some of the constituents like Salifu Iliasu and Abdul Ganiu believe it is time to break the NDC's monopoly in the constituency.
Anything can happen. After election, there no one can boast whether I will win or I will lose, unless it is over. Right now, it's not over yet.
We always voted for NDC, but it's like we're not getting the development. So this time I want to change and see how he can also do for us.
But the NDC feels the tradition should continue.
It's a saying that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. And so I think the good people of Kumbungu knows that NDC is their party. And so they won't make a mistake. They won't, and they will never make a mistake. for us to lose the seat. And so we are all up and doing to make sure that Dr. Hamza goes to Parliament with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. What people see as a threat is that, he doubles as the DC and the parliamentary candidate. And so people are not actually getting the difference between the DC and the parliamentary candidate. What he is doing now currently, he is using the district assembly resources to do campaign. And so people think that he's working, but he's a DC. And so this is what we are educating people to get to know that what he's doing is the assembly is doing that, not a parliamentary candidate.
However, the NPP parliamentary candidate Abdul Salam Abdul Fataw says those analyses by his opponents cannot hold water.
You can say it's an infantile comment or argument because we have had governments since 1992. That have MPs, that are power by political parties that have MPs, that have DCs who represent the president. So didn't you know Kumbungu has a plan which has town rules? Why didn't they do it? It means they didn't have the people at heart. They did not have the people at heart. They didn't care because they just took the people's mandate for granted. So if they now say it's the government that is doing it, it means the government has a representative who is responsible, who is indicated and knows more other people, and want to ensure that the plight of the people gets attention within the shortest possible time. Because I've been DC, when I'm going to count by months, just 3 years, 3 months in office, and all these things I've been able to do it. I'm representing a responsible president, and everything about me should resemble the president. Because somebody who cares more about the masses, about the downtrodden. He wants to do something to cushion them in the difficulties they go through. That's exactly what I'm doing.
The Kumbungu district is one of the districts with widespread poverty and one with the highest record for rural-urban migration. It has fewer alternative livelihood opportunities. As a means of propelling the development of the district, the government is opening up roads for the first time in parts of the district since democratic governance started in Ghana. Candidate Abdul Salam of the NPP says the development is to his party's credit.
When I took over as a DC for Kumbungu district, I realized that a lot of developmental challenges have rocked the place as a DC, but I tried all that I could in the first 2.5 years to connect about 24 communities to the national grid. 24 communities to the national grid, and I started work in about 11 communities. Up to now, work is still ongoing. 4 of the 11 communities are near completion, and the rest, the contractors are working in those communities. It means that when complete, I will have about 32 communities connected to the national grid in less than 4 years. I've been able to drill about 40 boreholes, hand pump boreholes, in so many communities in the district. This is just unprecedented. It has never happened even since independence.
Candidate Hamza Adam of the NDC, however, say his win will come with an ambition to tackle education and skills development.
I intend to introduce what we call livelihood program for the people. And the livelihood program is going to be it's going to have an entrepreneurial arm. And what it's going to seek to do is to ensure that we train the youth on various entrepreneurial activities. For example, I intend that I will make sure that we get the youth registered. Those who have stopped school and they want to continue, I will make sure that we recruit them and then give them intensive classes, and that is going to allow them, that is going to help them to be able to pass and further their education. Those who want to learn, some skill. For example, you want to learn tailoring, or you want to learn welding, or you want to learn carpentry or others. What I intend to do is that we are going to recruit them. When we introduce, and a lot of the youth now have something to do, then it's going to help them to stay and will not travel or migrate to the south.
Reporting for Citi News, Maxwell Suuk, Kumbungu in the northern region.